Hi everyone, this is Lynissa Hayes with Makers Avenue. Today I am doing the unboxing and making of the Miniverse Nature Series 3. So I really was shocked when I saw these in stores. It was one of those trips where I wasn't really intending on buying any Miniverse. I just thought I'd check ahead of Black Friday, and sure enough, my Target had these already out earlier this week. So this series was just released on the website like I want to say probably Thanksgiving Day or either Black Friday, the day I'm hopefully putting this video up. But if you're also in the stores, you could probably find it in stores. And like I said, I found mines in stores. I wasn't expecting to, so I guess they put it out. Some of the Targets put them out earlier, I guess ahead of Black Friday. But there's 8 different plants that comes with this series. I got total of 7. I did not get a Venus flytrap. I wasn't too excited about the Venus flytrap, so I did bypass that one. So sorry, but I love the Nature series. The Nature series is one of my favorite series. It's like if you want something that's pretty quick to make, the Nature series are always pretty quick. They don't take as much time. Most of them, they don't have any resin. You don't need resin. Now, if you want to include resin to make things more permanent, you can. We see my first item here is the corn stalks, and these are so cute. You can pull off the corn on the stalk and put it back on. And you can take the little stalks of corn out of their little corn husks. So that is so adorable. And it comes with a little wheelbarrow and gardening hoe and soil. The only problem I did have with that is that the corn stalks, you got to be careful because they can keep falling off, but you can take them off and add them back on. So I thought that was cute. I'm kind of showing you where you can find the pinholes. So you'll find them in this section, and some of them are very faded, so you just kind of have to pay close attention, but they are there. And of course, if you need the cheats, like always, I go to minimo.com, her website. She has a great website for all the stuff, Miniverse, and even some of the mini brands. So, yeah. So here I'm opening up my second one. And this is the Cosmos? Yeah, this is the Cosmos. And it comes with a cute little butterfly. This is so cute. I did get duplicates of this. I prefer buying stuff in store when I can when it comes to Miniverse, because then I can kind of I can look through the balls and kind of control which ones I'm going to get. So I'm not too surprised when I'm buying the stuff because I'm trying to save money. But this one comes with I love these little planters that it comes with. These are the Cosmos, and there's a little wheelbarrow. And this is so cute. I got 2 of them, so I could probably use that wheelbarrow for something else. So I'm hoping everyone had like a wonderful Thanksgiving. Um, And let me know, are you planning on going out looking for some Black Friday deals? Of course, I know Miniverse has some Black Friday deals at certain stores. I'm not really gonna, I have no plans on going out shopping for Black Friday stuff. That's not usually what I do. Um, it's just, I don't care for crowds. And most of the time, you're not really finding deals. And honestly, there's not really much I usually want for Black Friday. If there is, it's stuff that I just want to get online. Oh, I love these. So the pansies were adorable. They were one of my favorite sets that I made. And it comes with, like, I guess a little planter trough that you just put together. So that was too cute. Love that. But yeah, I don't really go out. Well, I do go out, but it's like places. When I go out for Black Friday, it's typically like maybe I go to like the antique stores, or I'll go to like an event or the museums. I kind of try to do something fun, or the bookstore. No one's there's not going to be like crowds of people at the bookstore. So I don't really go out shopping because I don't like crowds. So I won't really be participating in that. And then when it comes to online stuff, it's just so much. I can't really focus on what I want, so I end up not buying much of anything. So so I'm not really one for Black Friday. So what I'm showing you here is that the chili peppers have a cute little feature. They are color changing when you have a UV light, or when you place them directly in the sun. They start to get darker and like orange. And I think if you put them in the sun, they'll probably get like more red. So you can see here the difference. Now they won't stay that color. Eventually it'll go back to yellow. But I thought that was a cute little feature. This year with this little detail. You can make your chili peppers different little colors to show the different stages of growth they're in. So that was so cute. But yeah, when this series came out, it kind of surprised me. So here we have the lemon tree, which is also adorable. So as you can see, with like several of these capsules, you can pull and put stuff back on the little limb. So it's like you're actually growing stuff. So if I want to, I can use it for different little recipes. But when I'm done, I could just put it back on the little tree. So I thought that was cute. In this, we have the morning glories. The morning glories are so pretty. I really love the colors. I really love the textures. So I couldn't wait for that. And you have the potting soil. Um, these were only $7. So I thought that, it's a pretty decent price. Of course, the nature series doesn't come with as much stuff as like the diner series. So, but they're $7. But yeah, so I am making a lot of things on the sides. I'm doing some Miniverse projects, but I'm also doing, journals, playing with my art supplies. I'm planning on doing like a little series where I love stickers, so I'll probably be doing flip throughs of my sticker books that I've recently gotten, or that I have like a collection of. What I'm showing you now is the bonsai tree, and it comes with that little cute burgundy dish and gravel and rocks, and it comes with the actual leaves, which you can attach on there. But yes, like I said, I'm planning on doing this few series of videos. Hopefully I'll be posting them soon. A different variety of topics. Now that Thanksgiving is over, I'll get back to the Krispy Kreme holiday series, and eventually, again, I'm not going to rush through the stuff. I'm going to make it as I feel like it, but I'll get to the Target holiday series and the regular Christmas holiday series. And I am just putting my gravel in with this bonsai plant. Again, you don't need resin for these series, but I most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, I like to place resin anyway, just because if in case it falls, because again, it's easier to accidentally drop miniatures. I don't want the gravel or the kinetic sand to come out. And usually when you pack it down, it's not going to come out. But this is just to make sure everything stays in place, because some of these pieces are kind of top heavy. So I like to, again, this is not necessary, but I find that the plants stay in the containers more if I kind of hot glue it to the base. And as you can see, I took that little lemon off the tree, kind of fell, and I'm going to put the dirt in. But with some of these pieces, like the fruit, that attaches back onto the tree. It's not, you can't just click it in there. So some of them kind of fall off a little bit easier. I mean, it still works, but it's not like a little click to, it's not always a secure, snug fit. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep that little limit off. I think it's pretty cute. And so I just let it, because, if you have a fruit tree, some fruits are going to just naturally fall off. So instead of reattaching it to the tree, I am going to just let it, sit in a little pile of soil. And again, I'm going to put resin in my soil, mix it up a little bit. And I'm going to, it doesn't, when I'm doing this, it doesn't seep all the way through the bottom. It still stays at the surface. So I just cure the top part and it cures pretty great. Now I'm coming in after I cured my resin on the bonsai tree. I'm coming in with the little leaves and I am going to attach them back on. Like I said, some of these were kind of hard to put on because you couldn't tell if it was on all the way. And I felt like some of them felt like they wanted to pop off, but they do stay on. It's not like a snap. It's just like you know, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. So I guess, and I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm guessing do you think Miniverse should be done for the year? I feel like, every time I think they're going to be done for the year, they release a new series. So I'm hoping that they're done for the year. They have their holiday stuff out. They have their nature series, but you never know with Miniverse. So let's see. We have one more month left for the year. I feel like, they should wait any new releases. Hopefully they'll wait till January to pull them out. I've already started seeing sneak peeks of the Valentine's stuff. But again, I think of course that will probably be in Hong Kong and then it'll gradually get over here. But like I said, hopefully it doesn't start hitting until the new year. Please, Miniverse, give us a break, save us some money. We gotta recuperate. so, so hopefully, I think they should be done with new series. But every time I say that, they come out with something in it. Would they come out with something new? Anyway, I am looking for. There's new mini brand stuff. Oh boy. So there's new mini brand series. I don't know when those will hit stores. Though I feel like those will probably hit the stores before the year is over. I feel like I don't know. They never put dates out on stuff. I'm just making a great guess because I've seen more influencers doing mini brands series 4, the fashion series 4, and those look incredibly cute. I can't wait to get my hand on those, even though I really need to start making some displays. And I've also seen people do the mini brands create like the art collection, which I have to have that series because I am an artist and art was my major in college. So I was like, yes, of course, I have to get that. I'm obligated as an art student and an art lover to get that series. So I'm pretty sure that will come out soon. I don't know when, but I'm proud that I can't see them not putting that out before Christmas. Of course, they're going to try to make up that money. So now I'm putting in, now you see me with the little corn stalks, and like I said, this is so cute. If you have enough of these, this along with the spaces and all the miniature series, you can really create like a nice little garden shop. And you if you could take like two of those spaces and like the garden stands and the crates, and like you can make you a really nice garden shop decked out decked out with all the stuff. Or you can make a greenhouse And all of those are ideal. I would love, I mean, I guess I kind of have my own version of it, but I would love a bigger one because, again, they keep putting the nature series out. Um, I don't know if you can remember, maybe it was a year ago, where they put out the garden multi-pack. I still haven't opened that. I still haven't opened it. And so I really need to. So I can make like a huge garden or greenhouse with all the like nature and the lifestyle and the garden stuff that I have. It's crazy. I have a nice little display for one, but now with this and what I already have, I needed a bigger space. So I have the pansies. No, yeah, the pansies that I put in a little trial. And since I had one left over and it wasn't really gonna fit, I'm just using that garden tray, and the garden tray is perfect. Now you could probably just put the pansy in there without gluing it, but like I said, I didn't want stuff to move around. If you do put hot glue, it is plastic, so the bottom will melt a bit. It's okay. So I just put glue on all four spaces, so that way it'll sit flat. And then I just put the kinetic sand and the garden hose on top, and it's perfect. And like I said, it looks like I'm getting ready, like I was in the process of planting my pansies. And I'm just going to put my uh, potting soil in my pansies and just pack it in there. So now I am on to the wheelbarrow with the cosmos. And like I said, since I got two of these, I was looking on Pinterest at a lot of different ideas, what you can put in these wheelbarrows. Now, of course, these wheelbarrows are like small, so you can't put like a whole garden. That would be cute. But you can put them in. And if you notice that the Cosmos comes with butterflies, which are so adorable. So I arranged these, and since I had a duplicate, I'm going to go ahead and take another Cosmo in just so that way I can have a really full wheelbarrow. But like if you have other little miniature flowers, or you could do like other fruits and veggies and put them in the wheelbarrow, or you can just fill it up with soil. But I think this is so cute. I love the wheelbarrow, and I love the little what do you call it? The little baskets that the trees sit in, and the planting trowel. So I really love the accessories that came with this set, this series. So like the other ones, I am just hot gluing the flowers to the bottom of the wheelbarrow, so that way, because I don't want stuff to move around just in case I accidentally drop stuff. And look how, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Now, of course, with all the flowers, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge to put the soil in, but you just kind of have to get it in there. And then for the rest of my cosmos, I'm going to put them back in the planner. I'm not going to glue those down because I don't know how I want to use those just yet. So I'll put them in a planner and just save them for later and just put them on display until, I'm ready to use them. But it's so cute. If you wanted to, if you wanted to get some variety, you could probably paint some of these flowers. But this Thanksgiving week, I haven't been as out and about as I usually am. I kind of been in the mood to stay inside and create. Now I have gone out a little bit, it just hasn't been out a lot. So even when you're inside and creating, it's like, oh, it's still not enough time. I'm still not making all the stuff that I wanted to make. Um, there is a little, what I'm trying to do, I was trying to see, there is a little gap between the butterfly. It has like a little space. And so it feels like you could just clip it on, but it won't be enough to stay on by itself. So what I'm going to do is grab some super glue and just brush it on the flower, and then take the space that's on in between the the little butterfly and just hold it on in place so that way it can actually stay. Because if you just try to push it on there, like I said, it doesn't click into place or snap into place. It's just kind of like, oh, maybe it fit, maybe it doesn't. So, and I wasn't really sure what to do with the neck because compared to the wheelbarrows, kind of big. So, but it's cute. So since I had the duplicate, I'm taking the other butterfly and doing the same process. And oh my gosh, it's so adorable. I absolutely love it. Now I think this is the last one, the Morning Glories. Again, I'm going to take the plant holder and just attach it to the bottom, and that kind of keeps your Morning Glories held in the right position. And so you don't even have to, well, I'm going to glue the Morning Glories to the bottom as well. But I like the little plant stand because you can kind of entwine because you can see that the Morning Glories are kind of floppy. So you just kind of entwine it, weave it in and out. And I thought that was so cute. So like I was saying, for this Thanksgiving break, I've been in the mood to just make different stuff. I wanted to get back, try to fix my 3D printer. Still haven't done that. I wanted to make all the miniature real life pieces I have. Still haven't done that. I wanted to make my Lego pieces. I haven't gotten to that either. And then I also wanted to journal and do some art stuff. Still haven't gotten to half the stuff that I want to create. I just need a longer vacation. I mean, I'm thankful for the vacation that I do have. I just need it to be longer because I want to create and make all the things. But I also, deep down, I still want to go places. So it's like every time I have a break, there's always this inner conflict. It's like, do I go out and go do something because I don't usually get to do stuff during the week because of work, or do I stay in the house and make the one of the hundreds of things that I've been wanting to make? Now this week I made more stuff, but it still wasn't I still didn't make all the stuff that I wanted to make. There's so much. I always want to make stuff. I wish that could be a professional job. Somehow I could turn that into a professional full-time job, me being a professional maker and crafter. That'd be so cool. I would love that. Anyway, here is a look at my final pieces before I put them in my little displays. Here's the little wheelbarrow. Since we get so many gardening hose for right now, till I figure out what I'm going to do with them, I'm just putting my gardening hose there. Here's my chili peppers. As you can see, the colors return back to normal. And we have our pansies, our cosmos ready to be gardening trells. Just so cute. I just absolutely love the nature series. It's always if you want something quick in the Miniverse world to create, I will always turn to the nature series because they're so easy, but they're so pretty and gorgeous. And it just, if you don't have real plants, this is a great alternative because it feels like it's enough. Anyway, I hope you will enjoy these. I hope you have a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving and a happy Thanksgiving break. If for those who are on break, if you're not, I hope you're just enjoying time with your family and this time of rest. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.